In this video, we're going to look at a simple concept that every trader should know. It's often overlooked but occurs in every market and on every time frame. Without knowing this concept, you really are trading up a creek without the paddle, so to speak. So what is this concept, I hear you ask? Well, it's no other than the humble price pivot zone. Quite simply, a price pivot zone is where the market has pivoted either side of a price level. The market spends a great deal of time at these zones. Sometimes the zones will repel price, sometimes price will break straight through, and at other times price will consolidate just above or below the zone. So let's take a look at some specific examples and you'll see what I mean. Okay, so this is a USDCAD 1 hour chart and we have a price pivot zone here, and as you can see the market has bounced either side of this level. So this is what we mean by a price pivot zone. You can see how many times the market has bounced from this level. Now let's move on. Okay, so we got another price pivot zone here, and again I can circle the areas where the price has bounced. And this third one, you can see that the market has been either side of this level, and you can also see the high volume node on the profile, and this is something I cover in my advanced course. Okay, now on to gold. Here's a gold 4 hour chart. Now this is a very clear price pivot zone, and you can see that the market has been either side of this area. And one thing to notice here is that whenever the market makes an impulse clearly through a level, the first retest back is usually good confluence for a trade. Now we obviously want to see a lot more to stack the odds in our favour, but for now we're just going to concentrate on price pivot zones. Now here's the hourly S&P 500 chart, and I want to show you a few zones and the difference between support and resistance and price pivot zones. So here we have resistance becoming support. We have another area where resistance has become support, and then the same again. The difference with price pivot zones is the market approaches this area from both sides. So with this price pivot zone, you can see the market has been above and below. And again, the same here. We've got another price pivot zone where the market has used this area to pivot. Now let's see what happened next with the upper price pivot zone. Okay, so the market dropped from there, and one thing to notice as well is that we have a supply zone at that area. So when you have confluence of supply and a price pivot zone, it makes a good trade. And you can also see demand below. So we had a test of demand, and then the second time it went deeper. And that's a recap on price pivot zones, a very simple but powerful concept and one of the foundations that underpins a strategy. If you'd like to learn more about my strategies and the proprietary stuff I don't give away on YouTube or Twitter, then head over to tradersimon.com and check out my advanced course. I'll see you in the next video.